And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Out of the Box has recently come out with two games called 789 and Super Circles. And I'm reviewing them at the same time here, basically because they're played the exact same way. One is played with colors more so, and the other one is played with numbers more so. I actually like 789, not because I think the name is hilarious. Nothing new, but every time I just like my kids have the song 789, and it just cracks me up. Anyway, getting back to the point of the game, both of these are speed games, and I'm not normally a big fan of speed games, but I did find both of these to be very attractively fun, if for no other reason than they both take about 5 minutes to play, and they're just very entertaining. You can see that the games don't really look anything the same. The 789 game almost looks like some form of Uno or Phase 10, while Super Circles looks, they're just a bunch of colors and numbers. Both come in the small tins, and I really like them. But they'll both come with a 73 card deck, which is weird. But basically, you're going to be using one card to start the game, and then splitting the other cards up between the rest of the players, which is usually 4. So let's look at the circle one first. They're played almost the exact same way, and players will take 1/4 of the deck, and they'll put it on the table, and then we say go. Now, once you start go, the game begins. Players can draw cards into their hand, and frankly, you can draw as many cards as you want in your hand. The problem is, I'm cheating, you must only draw one card at a time. So you can spend time drawing your whole deck in your hand, or you can start playing immediately. In the circle game here, let's focus up a little bit here in the middle, you basically can play a card onto the middle when it matches one of the rings with the same color and the same position. So for example, I could put this ring on top of the one on the table because they both have a green ring on the outside. And there I would shout 4. And then I can place this card on top of that because they both have the orange 3 rings. And there I would just say 3 as I place that down. And then I would look at my hand and I would find, hey, I can play this card here. It matches the 2 ring. And I would say 2. And then 1. And then 4. And I keep going. And the first person to put all their cards out in the middle of the table is the winner. If 2 people put their cards out at the same time, whoever's out there first, they're the one who gets to put their card out, and the other person has to wait. So that's Super Circles. 789 is very similar, except 789 has cards that are numbered. And the numbers are also in different colors, but the color is only to show you what this corner number is. So here we have plus and minus 1. Those are the green cards. Plus or minus 2 are the blue cards. Plus or minus 3 are the red cards. Other than that, cards go from 1 to 10. Now, this one's done the same way. Here I have a 4 in the middle of the table, and again, you can draw all the cards that you have into your hand as fast as you can, or you can start playing them. When I have a 4, up here in the corner it says plus or minus 2. So on top of this card, I can put a 2, or I could have played a 6 on top of it. Then see that 6 says plus or minus 1. On top of that, I could play a 7. There's a 7 plus or minus 1. On top of that, I could play an 8 plus or minus 2. I play a 10 plus or minus 3. The other person plays a 7 plus or minus 2. I play a 9 plus or minus 2. Then I play a 1. You say, wait a minute, 9 plus 2 does not equal 1. Neither does 9 minus 2. But this game has kind of a continual loop. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so you can go around the corner, in a sense, as you play these down. Both games are played extremely quickly. You're putting down cards as fast as you can. If you have a hard time telling colors, obviously the Super Circles is going to be harder for you because it's all about recognizing colors. You could be completely colorblind and do okay with 789 because it's all about placing numbers out as fast as you can. People who have a hard time quickly adding numbers in their head are probably going to dislike 789, and they will gravitate towards the Super Circles where all you're doing is matching colors. And really, I think there's a slight skill set difference playing between them. I'm more of a fan of the numbers game, but, both of them are fun for me. Speed games, I think they're growing on me. Even though I tend to be really bad at them. I played the designer in both of these games, and she schooled me terribly. However, I will hold to the point that if I would be able to do it again and go back and play them again, I would have beaten her in the next match. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But these games are fun. You bring them out, play, bam, 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 fast, fast, fast. It's done, over with. Easy to carry around, portable. This is the one I like better, the 789, but I do see how a lot of people like the Super Circles. What does it matter? They're small. I'll keep them both.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.